Hello everyone, you are on the channel. It's funny to tears, and today we are diving deep into a universally shared experience of frustration, panic, and sometimes utter comedy. The alarm clock fail. We've all been there, right? That moment of pure, unadulterated terror when you bolt upright in bed. The sun is way too high in the sky, and you realize your trusty alarm clock has betrayed you. Let's set the scene. You have a huge day ahead, a career-defining presentation, a final exam you've studied weeks for, or maybe the flight for that vacation you've been dreaming about for years. The night before, you're the picture of responsibility. You lay out your clothes, pack your bag, and set not one, not two, but three separate alarms. You've got the classic digital clock on your nightstand, the alarm on your phone, and just for good measure, you even ask your smart speaker to wake you up. You feel like you've built an impenetrable fortress of punctuality. What could possibly go wrong? You drift off to sleep, dreaming of success and triumph. But then you wake up. Not to the jarring beep 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 you were expecting, but to the gentle, warm sunlight streaming through your window. At first it's peaceful. You stretch, you yawn, you think, wow, I feel so well rested. And then it hits you. A cold wave of dread washes over you as you glance at the clock. It's 9:47 a.m. Your meeting was at 9 under. Your flight took off 40 minutes ago. Your exam started an hour and a half ago. This is the moment the internal monologue of pure chaos begins. No, 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 this can't be happening. You scramble for your phone. The screen is black, dead. The battery gave up overnight. You look at your digital clock. It's flashing. 12ing, 12ing, 12ing. A power surge in the middle of the night must have reset it. And the smart speaker? Oh, the Wi-Fi must have dropped out. It's a trifecta of technological treason. It's a conspiracy. The universe itself has conspired to make you late. Now let's talk about the different types of alarm clock fails because this isn't a one-size-fits-all disaster. First, you have the silent betrayal. This is where the alarm is set, the volume is up, but for some mysterious reason, it just decides not to go off. It sits there smugly displaying the correct time as if it had nothing to do with your life crumbling around you. It's the digital equivalent of a friend who promises to wake you up and then just doesn't. Then there's the phantom alarm. This is a truly bizarre phenomenon. You swear you heard it. You have a vague, dreamlike memory of hitting the snooze button. In your slumber-addled state, you might have even had a full-on battle with the snooze button, hitting it 9 or 10 times before accidentally turning the alarm off completely. You wake up convinced you won the battle, only to realize you lost the war against time itself. You've essentially snoozed your way into unemployment. My personal favorite is the wrong day disaster. This happens when you confidently set your alarm for 6:30 a.m., but you accidentally set it for Saturday instead of Friday. Or even worse, you set it for p.m. instead of a.m. You go to bed feeling so prepared, so on top of things. You wake up naturally at 8 a.m. thinking, my alarm must have gone off and I just didn't hear it. You go about your morning, make some coffee, watch the news, and then you see the date and a sinking feeling fills your stomach. You've been living in a blissful state of ignorance for 2 whole hours. And let's not forget the human element in all of this. Sometimes the technology is fine, but the operator, that's you, is the problem. Have you ever set your alarm, double-checked it, and then, in a final act of sleepy stupidity, turned it off instead of just locking your phone? Or maybe you set the alarm tone to something really gentle, like babbling brook, or soothing whale songs. You thought it would be a peaceful way to wake up. Instead, the sound just gets incorporated into your dream. You end up dreaming you're a mermaid peacefully swimming with whales, while in reality, you're missing the most important meeting of your life. Pro tip: always choose the most obnoxious, ear-splitting alarm tone you can find. Something like air raid siren or flock of angry geese usually does the trick. The aftermath of an alarm clock fail is a frantic ballet of chaos. It's trying to brush your teeth while simultaneously pulling on a pair of pants. It's grabbing a piece of toast that's still basically just warm bread and shoving it in your mouth as you run out the door. It's the desperate, slightly unhinged email you type on your phone while sprinting to the bus stop. So sorry, my alarm. It exploded. A small, localized power outage? Just my house? Unforeseen circumstances involving a rogue squirrel. You'll say anything to avoid the simple, humiliating truth. I overslept. I once had a friend who was supposed to be the best man at a wedding. He had the rings, the speech, everything. He set his alarm, woke up, looked at the clock, and saw it was only 30 minutes before the ceremony was due to start. The wedding was an hour's drive away. He threw on his suit, didn't even have time to shower, grabbed the rings, and drove like a maniac. He burst through the church doors, sweaty and out of breath, right as the bride was about to walk down the aisle. He made it, but he said the look the groom gave him was a mixture of pure relief and the promise of a very, very long lecture later. He had accidentally set his alarm's volume to 0. A classic, silent betrayal. Another story I heard was about a student who had a huge final exam. He was so paranoid about oversleeping that he set 5 alarms on 5 different devices scattered around his room so he'd have to physically get up to turn them off. It was a brilliant plan. The only problem was, he was so exhausted from studying that he slept right through all of them. Every single one. He slept so deeply that a symphony of beeps, chimes, and sirens couldn't break through. He woke up 2 hours after the exam had finished, to a room full of blinking, beeping devices like a sad, failed mission control center. But you know what? As frustrating and panic-inducing as these moments are, they're also hilariously human. They remind us that no matter how organized we try to be, no matter how much we rely on technology, sometimes things just go spectacularly wrong. And in retrospect, these stories become the stuff of legend. You might not be laughing when you're explaining to your boss why you missed the big conference call, but a year later, you'll be telling the story at a party, and everyone will be in tears laughing because they've all been there. It's a shared rite of passage, a universal symbol of the struggle between our need for sleep and the demands of the modern world. That moment of waking up late is a tiny, personal apocalypse. The world as you knew it, a world where you were a responsible, punctual person, has ended. Now you must navigate the post-apocalyptic landscape of missed appointments and awkward apologies. So, the next time your alarm clock fails you, after the initial wave of panic subsides, try to find the humor in it. Think of it as a story you'll be able to tell for years to come. A reminder that we're all just imperfect humans trying our best to wake up on time. What are your most epic alarm clock fail stories? I would absolutely love to hear them. Drop them in the comments below. Let's share in the collective trauma and have a good laugh about it. We can create a support group for the chronically over-rested. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of the It's Funny to Tears community. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. You wouldn't want to oversleep and miss it. See you next time.